Promotional consideration for the Jeopardy Masters Challenge is provided by Mobiletros, the premier channel catering to English and Dutch-speaking Mobians across the United States of America and all around Belgium and the Netherlands. The game show block will entertain you to the brim, as starting Friday at 2,000 hours to 2,200 hours, you can catch up to your favorite Dutch and American game shows such as Tic-Tac-Doe, Zelda Century, Rad van Fortuin, and the Jouste Prijs. And now, let's get back into the thick of things with round 3 of the Jeopardy Masters Challenge and the best friend for everyone, Miles Tails Prower. Tails, take it away! Alright folks, you know what you came here for, and this time, it's for keeps. We are on to the third round where stakes are higher, but higher the risks. The third game is called Ultra Jeopardy, where in this round, we only have 4 categories with higher the stakes. It has been doubled again now with the minimum of 4,000 to the maximum of 20,000 rings. Now mind you players, play wisely because the risks are very daunting if you get a response incorrectly. However, to help you, instead of 2 daily doubles, we will set 2 betting war traps so any one of you can take the lead post haste. One more thing, we have implemented a theme to the categories, and for this plane of Ultra Jeopardy, your 4 categories will be dealing with the theme of history. And with that, here are the 4 clues to tackle. Inventions, famous women, conflicts, and company names. Now, let's set the traps in place. Alright, traps are set. Shadow at 65,000 rings, you're in third at the moment, and you may start off by picking a category and an amount. Good luck, players.
Famous women, 4,000.
First clue is this. Escaping her master in 1849 with her husband and with the aid of abolitionists, the Underground Railroad was an aid to safely reach Philadelphia with 300 of her kind to find sanctuary. Shadow.
Who's Tubman?
Yes, Harriet Tubman.
Women for 8,000.
This'll take the cake for the lead. Originally charged and executed for heresy in 1430 until an ecclesiastical court overturned the charge in 1456. Born to farmers in Domremy, part of the Duchy of Bar in the Kingdom of France under the Holy Roman Empire, the Maid of Orleans was a supreme strategist in motivating a disheartened French army to defeat a well-trained British army while facing such adversity with no problems whatsoever. Shadow.
Who's Joan of Arc?
We got a chase here. Shadow, select.
12,000 women.
Bad timing? Well, for the wife of King Louis XVI, it was undeserving for her to be the first woman to be put under the executioner's blade in 1793. Inequities and injustice in the royal system, targeted by the husband, was the reason for her demise. Shadow?
Who's Marie Antoinette?
Exactly.
Inventions, 4,000.
Change up. A Mattel staple catering to girls that began the evolution of dolls created by Ruth Handler in 1959. Torfinn?
What's Barbie?
Rick.
Conflicts for 4,000.
Change up. April 12, 1862. The Great Locomotive Chase was known for the Union soldiers under James A. Andrews dressed as Confederates hijacking a train to cut off the rail lines between these two cities. Sonic?
I better know this. I like history a lot. What are Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Atlanta, Georgia?
I knew you were going to say that. Anyway, keep going, Sonic.
Famous women for 20.
Ooh, taking a risk on famous women. Compassion and charity are the key words to describe this motherly figure, born Agnes Gonja Boljaju in 1910 in Skopje, Macedonia, Europe, who was known for winning the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize for establishing a hospice for the destitute. Sonic?
Who's Mother Teresa?
You're closer at the 100,000 ring mark, Sonic. Keep it up.
I need to get Shadow off my back here. Conflicts for 20,000.
Trap sprung! Oh boy. we're now at the betting war with conflicts, so that means one of you might have a chance to edge into the lead. Torfinn, since you're in third, you can start your bid immediately.
I got a bad feeling it's going to be something about Eurasia. 40,000.
You don't sound too interested in the category, but let's see how it goes. Shadow.
If Sonic wants me to get off my back, then he can do so on my cold, dead body. The whole loot!
Sonic, he's calling you out.
Challenge accepted, Shadow. All in.
Torfinn knows he doesn't want to get in the fray there. Well, Sonic, he got you accepting the challenge. And by the looks of it, you mean it. Well, with that said, let's see how it goes. For nothing or 188,000 rings, here's the clue in conflicts. As part of the South Caucasus region, it broke off in 1991 from Soviet Georgia before going through a war in 1991 to 1992. It happened again, this time for control by the Russians in 2008. It's part of the post-Soviet frozen conflict zones with Transnistria, Artsakh, and Abkhazia.
What's South Ossetia?
Checkmate! Oh boy, I sense some fire coming around these two guys. Well, anyway, Sonic, you're now at 188,000 rings, and it's your turn to select. Got a lot of time to spare.
Inventions 20.
Here we go again. You know, honestly, we had back-to-back betting wars since last time out, but one of them went all in, but didn't win in the final. But I think something's up. Torfinn, you might need to catch up on Sonic since you're a third at the moment, so what's your poison?
It's a no-brainer. I have to go all in on this one.
Your funeral, Red Boy.
Didn't need to say anything. Sonic!
All of it.
Ooh, Torfinn, he got you. Bets are off. And to think I was so risky when I was vying for the 10 million a long time ago. Oh boy. Okay, Sonic, I hate to say it. It's your funeral. I bet you're vying to break the million ring mark, I take it. Well, only one way to do it. Respond correctly to Inventions. But it's for nothing or 376,000 rings. Here we go. 1925's invention of this sound system, which led to the successors of various sound systems for motion pictures, was known for being a subsidiary of Warner Brothers, most notable for their Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies cartoons.
What's a Vitaphone?
Yes! I do have a feeling we might have a record in our hands. As of right now, Sonic, you have 376,000 rings. And guess what? Your turn to select. No more traps, by the way.
Inventions for 8.
Named after an atoll in the Marshall Islands, this article of clothing invented in 1946 by Jacques Heim, where his first one was not popular, and Louis Réard, where his became a phenomenon, albeit slowly because of the controversy surrounding the exposure of the navel and partially the buttocks. Torfinn.
What's a bikini?
Good.
12,000 on Inventions, please.
First demonstrated in 1971 in Nashville, Tennessee in the United States of America. The second demonstration by ABC and the National Bureau of Standards on February 15, 1972 began the phenomenon of this invention where the hearing impaired can watch TV with text on screen. Torfinn.
What is closed captioning?
Keep it up.
16,000 on Inventions.
Finishing up the category. By accident, Dr. John Harvey and Will Keith Kellogg invented a cereal for a vegetation diet when they were working at the Battle Creek Sanitarium. It was Will that brought the company of the said last name into infamy after a fallout for being forbidden to sell it to people after they left the sanitarium. Torfinn?
What are cornflakes?
Rick-tick.
Conflicts for 8,000.
Though it seemed to influence the game Oregon Trail, this Presbyterian missionary was the target of the Cayuse due to the claim that after a failed attempt to keep the mission open, they brought measles back via a wagon. That resulted in him, his wife, and others being massacred in 1847. Torfinn?
Who's Dr. Whitman?
Dr. Marcus Whitman, yes sir.
2000 conflicts.
January 9, 1917 was the date for this empire to suffer a loss in the Battle of Rafah when its army garrison was captured by the Egyptians. Torfinn?
What's the Ottoman Empire?
You're building up a pretty good score right now, Torfinn. Keep it up.
Finish off conflicts, please.
For 16,000. Due to the Rwandan genocide, this African republic, formerly known as Zaire, was already at its downturn around 1997 when Mobutu Sese Seko, the dictator, fled out of the country after Laurent Desire Kabila managed to take over after the growing crisis surrounding cronyism, corruption, and mismanagement of its economy. Torfinn.
What's Congo?
Democratic Republic of Congo, yes sir.
Famous women, 16,000.
Completing that category. Combating the old adage of being a woman at home, born as Skłodowska on November 7, 1867 in Warsaw, Poland, Europe, not only she broke the mold by being the first woman as a physicist with her husband at the time, but winning 2 Nobel Prizes before Linus Pauling accomplished it in 1962, one with her husband and for chemistry while working at her alma mater, the Sorbonne in Paris, France. Shadow?
Who's Marie Curie?
Yes, sir.
Company names 4,000.
Last minute to spare. If you got mail in 1985, make sure the new name change was better than Quantum Computer Services. Shadow.
What's America Online?
AOL, yes.
Drop it down.
8,000. Shortened to its initials only, this Korean company once outdone Colgate with a brand of toothpaste before venturing into consumer electronics. Shadow again?
What's LG?
Known as Lucky Gold Star, correct.
Keep it coming, Fox Boy.
12,000. Yet another hierarchical officious oracle. This was the quote used by Stanford student Jerry Yang in his guide to the World Wide Web. Shadow.
What's Yahoo?
Yes, keep it up.
Bring me more.
This will chase Torfinn for second. Originally Anderson Consulting before 2001, its name change also had a sign of negativity when it became synonymous with an accounting scandal. Shadow.
What's Accenture?
That's it. Now for the final clue, and it's for a golden emerald, is Shadow Nick's 5 in a row. Here it is. Bratch drink. Shadow for the emerald.
What's Pepsi?
A toast to you, Shadow. Wow, another excellent playing of Ultra Jeopardy considering Sonic went all hog on us with the betting war clues, but so far, don't call it a runaway yet. The scores are this. Torfinn in third at 146,000 rings, Shadow in second at 165,000 with a golden emerald in hand, and Sonic with a remarkable score of 376,000 rings and the top dog as of this point. Same to Shadow, he has a golden emerald. But I already know Shadow and Sonic, they're going to keep it until further notice. Oh, fine by me. But for a contestant who has claimed a golden emerald may use it to further their score in final or keep it as safe money. It's worth up to 10,000 rings. Right now, be warned, whoever wins today's match returns to defend the title. Should the champ lose today, half of the winnings are cut and must restart from scratch. Of course, depending on the champion's decision to keep him or sit out a day. Third place, 1 strike, 1 week to sit out. But for the champion, third place means everything wiped out. Be wary of that. And with that said, make your wagers based on this Final Jeopardy category. Portmanteaus. Interesting. While the contestants are making their wagers, a word of interest by our announcer. If you'd like to see the Jeopardy Masters Challenge in person, send us your postcard with a stamp address envelope to Tickets, the Jeopardy Masters Challenge, Mobile Trust American Headquarters, 7 Fate Street, 1st Avenue, Suite 100, Station Square, New York, United States of America, 10021-7776. The Jeopardy Masters Challenge is produced by Fate Productions Limited in association with Horror Television Distributions in conjunction with YouTube Partners 2. Can Sonic quickly break into the million ring mark? We'll find out in Final Jeopardy right after this.